Jeed and his whole crew were Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
كلهم.
All of them.
صح عليهم والله.
Basic bitches.
No, what are you talking about? Group costumes are the best, honestly. Like, I appreciated the people that made an effort to match up.
Okay.
Match up.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's good. It's good to match up. Like,
Yeah.
you're showing.
I don't think match up is the right.
You're showing.
Right.
You're showing.
Matching, maybe?
Yeah.
Match.
Okay.
Hello.
You're showing foresight. You're showing. You know,
How many sites?
4.
Nice.
Turks.
It's a stupid kind of
Turks.
day, man. It's a stupid kind of day. I'm
Turks.
sorry.
It's 2 a.m.
Yeah,
It's 2 a.m.
it is.
I mean,
All right.
Let's not
It
do
is.
these jokes.
Hey, welcome to Past the Cups. It's your boy Adil. What's happening? What's popping? It is 2 a.m. Episode 106.
That disclaimer of the day.
Yeah.
I got the homie Turks right behind me.
Yeah.
I got Shamsi right next to me.
Hello.
And we are exhausted.
We are in recovery mode.
We had an amazing Halloween
Get together.
get together
Yes, exactly. It's
of less than what's the minimum requirement? What's the maximum requirement?
3 numbers of people. I don't know, less than 3 digits.
Less than 20 people.
Yeah.
Multiply by 10.
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful get together. Shout out to everyone that came out. Amazing costumes, amazing work. Some people I put in a lot of effort and I appreciated it.
True.
I didn't do shit.
You were supposed biker man.
Shamsi came in a tracksuit thinking he's Ted Lasso.
He
was in a tracksuit.
I was Ted Lasso.
It wasn't even matching.
It was tracksuit, man.
He was tracksuit man. Lanky, and Z.
I had a whistle.
Tracksuit man.
No, I had a whistle. I color coded the costume.
Were you the only one were you the only one who had a whistle? There was someone else with a whistle, right?
No idea, bro.
Yes, because I've heard too many whistles and I've been chasing you.
The amount of props that I saw that night, like honestly,
Great night.
too much.
Shout out to everybody that came out. Shout out to Omzi, Aziz, and the other 3 people that came out. Minus us.
SA Studios. Yeah.
Yes, it was a very, very small get together.
The All Lovers.
And yes, the all lovers and shakers.
Yeah,
and shout out to Hussein and Raj. Shout out to the family. Congrats to the family.
Yes.
Congrats to the family.
Great news. Probably best news of the night. Honestly.
Exactly. 2 of our friends, Tadanat and Shamsi, is still single.
Yeah.
Still single.
Time
Nothing.
Time goes on.
See, I didn't say anything about Turks, guys. You figured it out. But as for Shamsi, still single.
Yeah.
And forever alone.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So thank you everybody joining us. Shout out to tens and tens of listeners and tens of
We
viewers.
remind you once again, it is 2 a.m.
We have great news. We're going to start off the bat with great news.
Yeah, what is the great news?
Jeed is giving us a single this month.
Oh, wow. Really?
A single.
So no album.
The album's coming.
We're still waiting on that.
The album's coming. I have a guarantee from Jeed that the album is done and will be released after the single. Now, he didn't say how many years after the single.
See, there we go.
Okay.
We have not much to run on this current year. We would like to...
We're happy with something. He could be also dropping a freestyle.
Ooh. Nice. Interesting.
The freestyle that we need to do something with him for.
Okay.
And I gave him a promise. We have to do something.
I mean, we have an idea. We have the idea.
We have the idea.
Okay. So
all right. So looking forward to it.
I'm excited for that.
I'm so excited for that one. Hopefully we can pull off in the right way.
That was gonna be fun.
Yeah, that was gonna be really fucking fun. We're gonna be kicked out.
Well, everywhere.
Yeah, everyone will find out later on. What are the exciting news that we have? I don't know.
We have a lot of great music.
If Jeed's album doesn't come out, blame Rania. You guys have to figure out who Rania is.
Yeah.
Apparently, she has the keys to the album now.
Apparently.
Okay. Or Jeed's subtle from old boy. But anyway, so
interesting. No, but we have a lot of great music that came out recently. Rayan and B Elements dropped a really nice EP.
Cali also dropped.
The Finest Element.
Adam Nabil dropped.
Cali B dropped last week, On Fire. Adam Nabil dropped Mana last week as well. So we've been blessed with a deluge of good music.
Look, every time we get bored, we'll just play you a song.
No, well, there's
okay. No, stop. I'm asking Turks for this one. I'm not coming with you on this one.
Okay, sure.
Turks.
Yep.
Every time we get bored, we play a track.
Done.
All right, let's go. That's it.
Play a track.
Let's go. Here's Cali B.
Are we bored already?
Look, we can leak NBL's album. No, mic.
What? Who?
No. What? Huh?
NBL's album. So fucking looking forward to it.
Very much so.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I seriously can't wait. Well, anyway, we can start with music. Look, let's be honest. We have no topics. We're exhausted. We're supposed to record tomorrow or later on today, but we have other things and other commitments. So we still tried to come here and give you guys a show. And with that being said, here's Shamsi.
With the music.
All right, let's talk about something we were talking about off the podcast. We didn't cover the movie Dune.
We should have.
Yes, we didn't cover it.
You
Also,
didn't watch it.
also, I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch
You
it.
did? Okay.
Turks watched it.
I did.
Did you enjoy it, Turks?
It was nice. كانت تعليقة, but it was nice.
Okay.
I wanted the movie thinking like it's the whole story.
Okay. What parts did you enjoy?
The credits.
No, the credits, that's what I didn't like. Like, yo, what? The rest of it, where is it?
It's a huge book.
I get it, yeah. And packing it all into one movie is not like easy to do. I get that.
it would have been impossible. Honestly.
Plus, watching the movie, like they took their time with every single facet of it to give it the right amount of attention that it requires, which I loved.
So
But for the entire movie, I'm like, yo, they're giving everything its time. Like, بتخلص قصة.
So it was a good
happening.
build up in your.
It really is. It really is.
It was immersive. Honestly, one of the things I really enjoyed the most as a fan of the book, I felt like he did do it justice. Honestly, it was extremely immersive. It was a great experience watching it in a theater. Like that's one of those times you really would want to watch a movie in theater because of the sound, because of the visuals, because of like having that IMAX theater in front of you. It.
My bad. I thought it was off. I was told by everyone that cinematography was amazing.
Yeah.
The cinematography was amazing. Like the set design.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the colors, the color grading, the whole thing was very well constructed. And I appreciated the fact that they took their time because the book is so big and dense and has so many different things going on. You wouldn't really be able to tell the full story in one movie, right? But you weren't interested in watching it.
I wasn't interested in going to the theater.
But you still want to catch it.
Yeah, when it comes out, I'll catch it. I'm good. All of you already told me that you're not that happy with it.
It was
I'm
very.
not. No,
I was.
Not about the ending.
Because the story didn't end.
Yeah.
That's
And you also
that's my
told me
issue.
there was a lot of things that were left out. You know what this is, right?
Mhm.
This is Game of Thrones all over again. I'm gonna go watch something and I'm gonna come back to you. I'm telling you, my guy, fill in the blanks for me.
Mhm.
Yeah, listen. There's a lot of small details that they could have added in the beginning part of the movie, in the build-up of the movie. That wouldn't. I don't think they would have made that big of a difference in the grand scheme of things. But to be honest, the movie hasn't started yet. That's the thing. Like the nice thing about it was, by the time you go into the second movie, you already have the entire world built for you. You already have all the myth and the lore, set up for you. So now is go time. Now it's action time. Now everything that has been set up over the past 2.5 hours for the first movie gets to come into play, basically.
Is it? Wait. So the first movie is just build up.
Pretty much.
That's it.
There was no action.
So as the first half of the book only build up.
In a sense, yes, it was slow. Yeah, like
Should I expect one sequel or multiple? That's my.
he actually, the interesting thing about the director, he wanted to do a trilogy. So
That's nice.
the original author wrote 6 books. Like his Dune series was 6 books. He passed away. His son kept the story going on, but that's the original story.
Okay.
But most critics would tell you that the first 2 are the ones worth going for. We were watching an interesting video before we started doing the podcast. You had a couple of questions in regards.
I had
to
one question.
to do.
بعدين قلبت الموضوع فلسفة. We was like, yo, stop.
Yeah.
I asked you. I'm trying to remember. I asked you how much influence, since it was written like in 1965, wasn't it?
65, 66. Yeah.
All right. So how much influence did the Arab region, Iraq being specific, at that time, how much influence did it have on him writing the book?
Babylon. You're asking me about Babylon.
Babylon, basically, yes.
When was the book written again?
1965.
60s.
Okay.
So I'm not sure exactly about Babylon, but I can tell you where he started, like the idea of the book. Like the guy was living in Oregon and he was studying sand dunes, and he was studying how sand dunes caused desertification, like how they took over natural environments, and then sands, the dunes became this thing that would encroach on the environment there. And then he started studying that in the sense of what's going on in Africa and the Middle East and the Arab world, and he took the story of the context of what was going on at the times. Oil was the resource that was fought over. There were multiple international diplomatic incidents regarding oil tankers or oil moves, and he took that concept and he just threw it to the future. So he took what is like the concept of the book. Spice melange is what they use to travel through space. So oil is basically what powers the world economy. He took that and he took the culture that surrounded where most of the oil came from in the world, which is Islamic culture, the Arab culture, and he injected that a lot in the book. Now, one of the things that I was telling you that he took out of the book, or they took out of the movie actually, was how Islamified his whole world was. In the book, the concept of jihad is something that is touched upon again and again and again in multiple arenas throughout the book. Now, when they did the movie, when they did the promos, they removed that word completely. They said, I think they said a crusade, or crusade is coming, or a struggle is coming, something like that, instead of a jihad is coming. And like the themes of the book themselves, like it's a desert planet. There's this resource that's
Iraqis.
Arrakis. Okay, there's
Wow, it's right there in the name.
Yep.
okay. The
That's
main,
how I picked it up, by the way.
the main protagonist is nicknamed the Mu'addib. Okay,
Oh, there we go.
he goes to these freemen who have all of these Arabic terms. Like I can't pick them up right now, but when you read the book as an Arab, as a Muslim, I imagine it's a completely different experience
Compared to the West.
compared to somebody who didn't grow up to that culture, because a lot of the concept of the book, for example, the whole the witches, the witches, his mom belongs to this cult of witches, right? Or his mother, yeah, belongs to the cult of witches. And these witches have used genome therapy to guide timelines and generations to kind of build like the perfect superhuman, in a sense. It's part of the sci-fi element of the book, but at the same time, they're dressed and veiled and covered, and their rituals, the way that it's a woman only cult, it's they have their own thing going on, men are not allowed in. A lot of these concepts were taken from Arab religion, from Arab society, from Islamic society as well. There's a whole thing about al-Mahdi that plays out throughout the book. The interesting thing about the book was it played on imperialism, it played on philosophy, it played on religion, in the sense of, okay, these outsiders are coming to this planet to extract this resource. They don't understand the nature of the natives of this planet, and the reason these natives are so rigid in the way they are. Like water is the most precious resource they have. They wear skin suits that recycle their sweat in order to not lose any water.
Yeah.
And they go through the desert, and they took that from Bedouins, like oases and that culture that's very harsh because the environment is harsh. So it's a lot of different elements that are mixed together, and he
Also, the idea of standing up against the machines has a lot of Yom Al Qiyamah, Judgment Day things in it, where like you're going to basically go to war.
artificial intelligence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All those things will not matter anymore because it's Judgment Day.
And honestly, part of the book is that kind of happening. Like, I wouldn't want to spoil the story, but
Spoil. Go ahead.
no,
No.
I really wouldn't.
Go
I really
ahead, go
wouldn't
ahead,
spoil
go
the
ahead.
story, but
Fine.
he the whole
The books are out since 1965.
yeah,
But the movie, though,
Fuck the
I'm
movie.
saying.
the whole Messiah complex that he built into the book. He was trying to make a point that, you know what, yes, you could have somebody who does something that makes a difference in the grand scheme of things, upending the system in a sense or in a way. Why? Because this person was able to incorporate himself into a culture and understand that culture in a way, and use external resources, in this case his superpowers, because he's a witch and shit, to okay,
He's a witch and shit.
he's a witch, yeah, like he's a mentat or whatever that is,
Hey,
to upend society.
that
But-
sounds like a sugar daddy for witches. But go ahead.
okay, but at the same time, the reason the director wanted to do 3 books was because the second book shows you the other side of that coin. When you do rise up to the top, when you do flip the
How
system,
does it look like that?
how does it look like then? Who are you then? Who do you become then? And that shows you how, like, even the people with the best of intentions, even the people who really are trying to do something good, the after effect, the negativity of what their actions lead to, the consequences of their actions. So it's one of the most unique books in the sense of having that Islamic identity, that Arab identity, really being cooked into it. And honestly, I think that's one of the reasons. Like, I would consider it one of my favorite sci-fi books. Definitely in the top 5.
Top 5, not your favorite.
Yeah, definitely in the top 5. Yeah.
What's your top 5? Stop. No,
Oh,
don't.
no.
no,
I want to hear this. What's your top 5?
No.
Because he doesn't have a top 5. He's gonna have to go scan through his head, and he's gonna
It's constantly shifting.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it shifts every 6 months.
There's always new things coming out.
Just like a sand dune, how it goes.
Ooh.
My guy, I'm about this life.
Ooh, quit it,
I'm
hit
about
it,
this
hit it.
life.
Like,
Stop.
I'm about to
Stop the
stop,
podcast.
I'll stop the podcast.
I really
So I
hope.
just throw the mic.
I really hope they don't sanitize the second movie as much.
This
as they
is
did
my
the first
fear.
one.
I told you, I think this is gonna be Game of Thrones all over again. Well, Shamsi, fill in the blanks for me.
No, Game of Thrones was the issue. Was the major issue was, hey, we ran out of content. We ran out of content.
That's at the end. That's at the
Yeah,
end of
but
Game of
no,
Thrones,
even in the
from
beginning,
yeah.
from the beginning, you kept filling in the blanks for us.
With but that's something expected with every adaptation of any sort of book or comic or
Okay.
whatever. To a movie.
Watchmen didn't have to do that.
But
Question.
they did.
Question:
Didn't have to, but they did. Yeah.
if it was just the first 2 books, would it be satisfying enough?
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely.
So the rest of the books.
I
are
never
just,
read the rest of the books. I
Oh,
just
for
read
real?
the first 2. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
So
the first one is.
Then you can't, you
Yeah,
can't
it's
judge.
the wrong
Let- let-
person to ask.
I'll tell you why.
If you read all 6 books, speak to the chat to
Because
Shamsi
it's-
at Bridge Entertainment.
the first 2 books are one arc of the story, and the rest of the books there's like 3 different arcs to the grand scheme of the story. So the first 2 books are the first arc.
Okay, so like Star Wars, basically, I can tell you just watch the original trilogy, but then you have the rest of the movies.
Yeah. So
if you want to see.
so at the same time, the first book is the dense one. It's the thick one. The second one was minuscule compared to the first one, because the second one was kind of like the appendix, the epilogue to the main story. Okay, you went, you came, you did this, you did that.
Oh my god, I just coughed.
Yeah,
My
you
bad.
did,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Straight
guys.
into
I'm
the
sorry.
mic. Thank you very much.
I thought I closed it. My
Yeah.
bad.
And the second book is just the aftershocks of everything that ended up happening in the first book.
Okay.
And I honestly hope he's able to pull it off. Like he did a great job on the first movie. I think he can do a really good job with the rest of it.
Side note, ما له دخل في أي شيء ثاني. Did you read any of the Ender's Game?
Oh, definitely.
Not the main book, the rest of the book.
I read the sequel, which is arguably better than the first one.
Oh, is it worth? I'm just gonna ask if it's worth it. Or
Yeah,
not.
Speaker for the Dead. That's in the top 10.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. خلص السايد note.
خلص
Sorry
الside
about
note.
that. It's just my own personal.
We had a good conversation today, BJ, about when you get to a certain status, the expectations of you and your reaction and how you move, so on. So when you mentioned that, the first book is about getting to the top, and then the second book is about what you do.
It's about the consequences of you getting to the top. Like when you get to the top, all the way through the top, your actions lead to change, right? They have consequences, people's reactions. So that's build up when you get to the top. Okay, there's a build up of let's say emotion or resentment that comes to that. How do you deal with that? How do you dissipate that? You can be open and actually see it and figure out a way to deal with it, or you can be blinded by that rise all the way to the top and not really notice what's going on under you.
Well,
you get my point.
I agree 100% with what
Yeah.
you're saying. But the thing is, don't you think it's different from person to person? Because we were having a great conversation when Sultan, shout out Sultan Galag and Noor were here.
Mm.
And Sultan said, I'm joking. I'm not getting in trouble. And we were having a conversation. We were talking about people who were trailblazers and what they were doing at first.
Mm.
And then
Stagnate.
exactly. They got to a certain point and they just paused. And it is a responsibility when you get to the top of anything. It's a responsibility. Even if you're just a manager,
True.
it's a responsibility. And what do you do with that responsibility? Swiss on the episode 103 with Swiss Beats.
Hmm.
Our homie
Shameless
Swiss
plug
Beats.
right there.
Yeah, خلاص, yeah, our homie. صديقي. Our homie Swiss. When he was talking about people think success is making it.
No,
And-
yeah, I
Remember that conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, actually,
That's just the start of this journey.
exactly.
Like success
Once you get there, now what do you do when you're there?
how do you maintain that? How do you keep at the top? Because that's more work than getting to the top.
Because the issue of a lot of people, and okay, it's not the issue. I don't know, is it the issue of people or the issue of society? I have no idea, to be honest. I'm not going to point a finger at anything, but you. Don't you think that a lot of people, their attention is getting to the top, but they never really had a plan of what to do at the top?
Yeah, because their goals are not aligned. Like some of these people, for example, somebody who would go to the top and figure out a way to stay at the top is somebody who wants to be there. Somebody who just gets to the top and doesn't know what to get there is just somebody who wants the hype and the attention.
Yeah, but the people who get to the top and they have a plan because they already planned what comes after.
Mm.
But the majority of people, they look at it, so like when they talk about hustling culture,
Mm.
we see a lot of creators talking about this hustling culture. And every time I apologize ahead of time. I don't know which ones to get angry, so I'm sorry, I guess. A lot of them talk to me about trying to make it and what they're doing to make it. But no one has ever explained to me what do they want to do when they make it. So, okay, you want to be the best so-and-so, right? Yeah, whatever it is. You want to be the best popcorn maker.
Okay.
So what's the plan when you make it? What, do you think you're just going to get there and it's done? You're set? You're going to be Coca-Cola, be riding forever? Even Coca-Cola's not riding forever.
They don't realize that when you get to the top, now you have to deal with all the competition coming below. When you get to the top, now you have to deal with keeping the standard that kept you at the top. You have to keep up with innovating in order to not be outshined or outpassed by somebody who's coming from down below you. So there's a lot of elements to keep in mind or to look at when you get to that actual point. So I understand and I agree completely with Swiz's assessment, and success is not getting to the top. It's maintaining yourself at the top. Jay-Z's an example. Like Jay-Z got to the top a long time ago, and he stayed at the top for a very long time. It's very difficult to do that if you look at the rap game over the past 30 years.
Especially in our time.
Yeah. Like who else was able to maintain consistent output?
Diddy
was another example.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Dr. Dre,
not much music.
Not much music, but every time he dropped.
But he innovated.
He did. But Jay Bro is going down with a hot track every summer, album drop every year, number ones below each other. Like he set a standard of how to be at the top of your game and not to be exceeded. And he retired there. He retired at the top and he let...
Who retired at the top?
Jay-Z. Black Album.
I don't think... Yeah, that was back then, but Jay-Z still existing, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying like when he stopped...
Diversified. That's the number one thing that you do when you get to the top and you have money. You diversify your portfolio.
Mm.
Now, if you don't want to diversify your portfolio, you want to stay in exactly where you are, you need to provide a service then. And it can't be just the same thing that you're providing. You need to add something extra. And it doesn't need to be about money. It could be just giving back. A lot of people do the giving back thing, okay? And a few of my friends that I know, or friends of friends, they did this thing where, we're giving back to the community and, do a workshop or whatever the fuck it is.
Okay.
And then they do it once and it's over.
It's not.
That's not really giving back.
It's not really consistent. That's not really sustainable.
Yeah, because people don't understand what is giving back. They think doing it once is giving back.
No.
Because the responsibility at the top is many things.
Giving back is leaving an impact. Giving back is actually making a difference. One workshop is great. It's a start. It's one way of getting people to know about whatever it is that you're doing. But if you want to actually give back, you need to empower those people that you're trying to teach and learn. You need to actually give them something of value and see them make use of that, rather than
build a new generation.
Yeah, rather than just go talk at them, collect that 300 riyal workshop fee.
How many companies do you know of that actually try to build?
There's I think the art community does have an ecosystem that's building it at the moment. I know Art Jamil is doing a lot of things in Jeddah. I'm not as familiar with any programs here in Riyadh, Saraha. Music community is way too early. Film community is way too soon as well. We're still... Most
of the creative community, hopefully.
Fashion has,
Fashion, I'll get to it in a second.
Yeah.
The creative community, I think all of that's going to be put together when Jax comes alive. When Jax comes alive, I think that's what's going to be the give back. Not more of just an art district. Okay, you have an art district, so what? So I think it's what the services are going to be providing back to the community. That's what's going to be the value of it. It's not just going to be an art district. It's going to be a location. We discussed this before. I don't want to go through this again. But we look forward to see what Jax is going to have an impact in the next 10 years and what's going to come after that. So that's going to be a responsibility there for creative. But it's more than that. You have people who want to be engineers. You have people who want to be coders. You have all these
coders. You have a lot of initiatives.
Yeah,
for that.
This is top down from the government saying, this is the direction. This is what we need to do. This is us building for the future. But I'm talking about businesses.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you need somebody to open the door and lead the way, and usually is going to be government because it sets the template and the tone and direction of where you want to go. Now,
Yeah, but to how
when you do that, it is up to everybody else that's already engaged or involved in beginning this thing to actually start catching up. How long does it take? That's a good question. Like, if you're starting from scratch, I honestly don't know, but you would need a lot to get up to a standard where you can actually start competing internationally.
the question is, how long are we going to rely on the government coming in and helping us out? Like, when are we going to be a society that actually tries to build for each other rather than to wait on a handout?
I think we already started that route.
No,
that route.
I think until now, the real value of all of this is going to happen once all these entities become their own and they have to basically survive on their own. That's when it's going to show. These creative houses are opening up. What are you opening up for? Is it opening up for money? Is it for collaborations? Is it for exposure? Like, what are you doing? And I think that's going to be like the major question that we have. Like, we all say we want to do, but the reason I'm grateful that the government is involved in this, like the Ministry of Culture, is because it's putting the foot down. Hey, no, this is the direction. This is how you should be doing things.
Yeah, it's leading. It's leading.
Exactly.
It's putting signposts basically along the road. Go there. Move in that
It's crushing
direction.
bubbles. It's crushing bubbles. It's saying no.
It's bringing people together.
Exactly. There's no more elitism. Even though some people do feel like they're elite, but not anymore. A lot of them know they have to be down to earth and actually look and provide. You can't be at the top by yourself. You have to do something.
No, and one of the things you do at the top is you share the knowledge, right?
Facts.
That's one of the things you do. You mentor. You go around. You try to support as much as you can in any way that you can, given your constraints. But at the same time, it's allowing the space for others to flourish next to you, and not having the ego to shut people down, showing a helping hand, being an open person, just generally collaborating with people. That is something that I think should change with time as well. But you have people already with that mentality there, and you know them, you see them sometimes.
We meet them.
Yeah.
And that's why we're betting on them. That's the thing. We don't like talk about a lot of people that we meet and we hang out with because we're betting on them. We don't want to apply the pressure. They're doing well so far, and we hope they get even further and further. But when things start clearing up, the pressure's coming.
Keep asking for that Jeed album.
Like that's
Jeed alone has been like
that's the kind of pressure
a real example.
Yeah, that's the kind of pressure we can put down. No, but at the same time, like, I think it's gonna take at least a couple of years until you start seeing.
That's a fact.
Until you start seeing results of these people really working out, because we are seeing the work.
You want to take a shot and say how long?
2020.
Give me numbers. Don't give me years. Give me numbers.
2024. 3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm on the same boat as you.
3 years.
I'm thinking 3 years we're going to see a major impact.
Then at 3 years at this point, خلاص, يعني, the system's already been set up and in place.
Okay,
should be in motion.
Let me take that back. I'm not going to say major impact. I don't want to put,
Flowering. You're gonna see a flowering.
No, I think you're going to notice a change.
Yeah. Like, you're gonna see something different in the local atmosphere.
Hopefully. Turks, are you enjoying the podcast?
I'm good. This is nice. Try not to sleep here.
Thank you for being here, Turks.
Habib.
Habib. Yeah, Habib.
Thank you for joining us, Amy. Indeed.
So Calabi dropped a song. Shout out to Calabi. I'm playing Calabi track.
It's called On Fire.
It's called On Fire. It's an amazing track. Calabi would need an album. It's an Afro beat, so you guys gonna enjoy this.
It's a good.
If you are at work, blast.
Mhm.
Let your boss hear this. He might dig the vibe. He might dig the vibe. There we go. Hey, I'm gonna tell you a story about a girl that I knew from way back. She held my hand once.
Oh yeah.
It was by mistake.
And I felt emotions I never felt before in my life.
Girl, you need to realize,
Hey!
I didn't come all this way to be compared to all these guys. But you've been running around my head, give me peace of mind. And I don't think that's fair to me, oh no. Oh no. I want you right here with me, right now. Cause you don't know that you're killing me slowly, right now. All the crazy things you do, girl, you control me. Oh, wow. And I don't think that's fair to me. fire, 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 fire. How could you do that? Put my heart on the line and you knew that. Hey, I put my all in. Spent every night sitting, calling and calling.
Hey.
How could you do this? I gave you my heart, but you used it. Hey.
I want to stop this,
My
but
love, girl, I
love this.
prove it. I was deep in, but
Great
you
track.
weren't into it. I want you right here with me right now.
Go ahead.
Cause you don't know that you can let me slowly right now. All the crazy things you do, girl, you control me. Oh, and I don't think that's fair to me. Oh no, oh no, you set my soul on fire.
That was
Cali
Cali
B.
B on fire.
In the
Talented.
house.
Amazing, amazing. Turn it on. Why that turn off? I love this track.
Who produced this?
I think it was entitled. I think it's entitled. Even if it's not, I'm gonna give credit to entitled. Entitled.
Entitled.
Shout out to entitled.
Well, good job. Well done, son.
Shout out to entitled.
No,
Hey. Amazing, amazing,
really
amazing,
good.
amazing, amazing track. This came out like what? 21st of October. So I'm sorry, Cali.
Like
We keep forgetting. We keep forgetting.
we remembered it today.
Shout out to Cali for bringing the vibes last night.
And also, looking forward to Aziz Wave dropping very soon, November 5. Got a new track coming out,
November 5th, is it?
November 5th.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you telling me Aziz is competing with Hajjaj?
Ooh.
I'm not saying that.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
I'm not saying that.
He's your cousin.
I'm not saying that at all.
He's your cousin. He's family too. Love you,
Yeah.
Aziz.
Yes,
but I'm about to
he's-
say.
he's all of our cousins.
Yeah, he's all about cousins.
Yes.
Facts.
Yes.
So what's his name? So are you telling me that Aziz is competing with Hajjaj?
Oh.
Ooh, that's crazy.
I don't think it's a competition.
crazy.
I think it's different waves
Hajjaj
there.
is coming with a whole album. Okay.
Isn't he dropping a single first?
No, it's
Yeah?
the album.
Okay.
Yeah. November 5th, you
Yes.
guys are gonna get something fucking special.
Mark your calendar.
Yeah,
Mark-
right
if it's the
now,
whole
right now,
album,
go to
mark your
Spotify,
calendars.
go to Apple, and search
Next week is gonna be
for.
interesting.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fire. By the way, we're not gonna play the album because I know they're gonna get copyrighted the fuck out of it. I'm gonna tell you right now,
And
I'm not.
also, we
I'm
don't
not.
want tears on this podcast. We'd rather keep our tears in private moments.
Well,
Yeah.
not really.
Yeah.
But we'll say okay.
I come here to be happy, Adil, not to feel sad.
Oh, I'm really sorry. You come here to be happy. I am really sorry.
I-
for that.
Try, you guys, kind of encourage happiness around me.
Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah. No.
Adam, do you encourage happiness?
Not at all.
I don't think so.
Nope.
I think
That's
you're talking
not-
about the
That's
wrong
not what you're
crowd.
here for.
Nope.
That's not what why my mom made me.
No, that's not what he made you.
Anyway, it's I'm sure that y'all heard a couple of tracks from it. Last Call for Coco is the name of the album. The homie Hajjaj. That album is gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, the album's coming November 5th.
Keep an eye out for that one.
Yeah.
Definitely, you guys are gonna enjoy this.
Yep,
one.
November 5th.
Mm.
Oh my God, Aziz gets smoked, son.
Shh! Don't tell him.
Oh, we're gonna have.
I think he knows now.
I think he didn't know what's
Yeah,
happening.
now he
Now
knows.
watch the track's coming out November 6th
It's like, damn it.
or 4th.
There was a rollout set up.
Oh yeah, Last Call for Coco and Aziz's track. Last Call for Coco is an album. It's an album from Hajjaj that it's amazing.
It's
It's
been
amazing,
crafted,
amazing,
And
fucking amazing.
We've had the honor of actually being able to hear.
I
some
asked
of
him
it.
yesterday to get on the podcast,
And
and in the nicest way, he told me to go fuck myself.
oh wow,
Nicest way. He's a nice guy.
Okay.
He's a very nice guy.
Okay. He nicely told you to go away.
You know how he does it?
Yeah.
By saying, "Yo, me, I'm nothing."
Mm,
Right?
okay.
That's another thing. Oh no, you are something. No, I'm nothing. That's a go fuck yourself.
That's humbleness, bro.
Exactly.
You know nothing
Humble.
about this.
Yes, that's called humbleness. Yes, that's how you go kiss my own ass. I'm like, yo, I got you. I'm like, no. Me? No, I'm not that kind of guy.
Yeah, I think I missed out on that conversation.
All right, so we have Hajjaj November 5th. We have Jeed November 15th.
Sometime in the future.
I'm gonna put a date. November 15th.
Wow, no pressure.
November 15th. You guys get a single from Jeed, whether he likes it or not. Or we'll start leaking shit.
Are we predicting the future now?
Yeah, we
What
are.
we're doing.
So there's an important conversation that's been had in the last couple of days, which is Saudi told the ambassador to Lebanon to
Oh
you know,
yeah, I saw that in the news
bounce.
today. Apparently, the rest of the Gulf countries are rising up in solidarity and support.
Exactly. This is a great moment. We no longer need to put up with people's bullshit. And the saddest part of it is I see people blaming everybody in Lebanon, which is unfair.
That's
And
not
true.
Exactly. Let's not do that shit. Let's not. People have no business what's going on. This is the government. You saw what the government did to the people.
So this basically, do you have any idea what's going on, Turks?
I kind of have an idea.
Okay, so remember the thing we talked about last week about the comments, George Dahi. So I think this really was, so that led to basically Saudi pulling out their ambassador, UAE doing the same, UAE stopping their citizens from going to Lebanon.
Yes, asking, not stopping, asking them.
Their citizens not to go to
Yeah,
Lebanon.
I don't think they stopped. I think they asked them.
I think there's a ban on going to Lebanon.
Really?
Yeah, Saudi stopped
Yo,
trade
we
with
got
Lebanon
Google.
Oh,
as well. I think Al Bahrain, Al Kuwait are following in steps. So basically, this was, I think, in response to the comments that happened recently, but also at the same time, I think this points to a much bigger problem in terms with the relations with Lebanon. Things with Lebanon haven't really been going well. The government there is in deadlock. Like the people are suffering honestly from all the bullshit that's been going on, all the corruption, all the different fiefdoms that different political entities have built up in Lebanon over the past 10, 20, 30 years, whatever it is. And it's, for us, it was a moment for us to say, you know what, fuck this bullshit, we're good. You guys deal with your own shit. You guys figure out your own shit. We've told you multiple times what we have a problem with and how you guys can resolve it. At the end of the day, it's up to you to resolve it, your shit, and get your shit together. So I think that's kind of where it came from. Like, yes, the comments did have a role to play, but at the same time, there's been a lot of, I've been reading about all of the drug busts that have been happening over the past couple of days.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
It's crazy.
That was ridiculous. That was
Like
ridiculous.
the amount, it's insane. The amount of like pills that they end up finding in everything. We're talking about fucking fruits and coffee and shit. They
What?
stopped fruits from Lebanon a while
This
back.
was a while ago.
Yeah, this is a while back. But this is still going on, right? This is still one of the things that we have to deal with as a country on a regular basis. And it's almost becoming a daily basis at this point. So there is a bigger story in terms of what is going on with Lebanon. I think people will mostly focus on the surface, but there's layers to the relationship and how it's going on.
It's really sad to see Lebanon go through this. To be honest,
It's been sad.
it's been fucking
It's
sad.
been sad. And you know what's even sadder? It's even sadder seeing some people there like throwing blame and hate and shade on Saudi, for saying, you know what, we're better off. Like, you know what?
I'm trying to find the name of the show that he was on.
You've no idea, honestly.
It's a Al Jazeera show. It's called, I think, Shabab Parliament or something of that shit.
But the point is, like, when I hear people saying that, like, honestly, you're free to feel however the fuck you want, but at the same time, you're denying all of the contributions that Saudi has made to Lebanon over the past 40 years. Like, come on, bro. We stopped the war.
We did work.
Like, I'm not
We did work,
going
let's
to
be
give
honest.
credit to the country for just doing that. It was the leaders, it was the people, it was a lot of people involved in it. But Saudi has a good relationship with Lebanon for a long time because Saudis and Lebanese have a good relationship with each other. The amount of Lebanese that live in Saudi is insane. It's more than 1 million, I think. So
Easy.
It's 1.2 million if I'm not mistaken. So seeing the relationship get to this level, honestly, is sad. It's disappointing. But at the same time, they have bigger issues to deal with among themselves, honestly. Like, the country is falling to fucking pieces. The banks are barely giving out money. Trash has been in the streets.
Gas.
Gas is no longer available. Medicine isn't available. People are on strike.
It's really fucking sad to see that, like, next door.
And the whole thing with the blast that happened last year, they still
Yeah.
haven't resolved
That
as well.
was
Yeah.
was alone.
Yeah.
It tells you exactly
Yeah.
who we're dealing with.
That goes to show you the amount of hollowness. Like, the whole state has been eaten out by corruption, and it's just like very shaky foundations right now.
I wish him all the best. Like, I do feel bad that it got to this, but at the same time, that government itself talking shit and then publicly asking to be friends with us, you can't have it both ways. You can't do whatever the fuck you want to do. Those days are fucking over. I'm so happy for this. It's been a while where Gulf states were actually very, very united, and it's good that all of that's coming back together again. Because we should be united.
Definitely.
We should not be used and abused for whatever the hell you want.
Not at all.
And we've been being used and abused for like 30 years,
No, but it's the thing
50 years.
The thing with being united is, like, there's different agendas because we have different situations, different things. And I'm glad, I agree with you. I'm glad that we're getting to a point now where we're getting on the same page. We realize that we have so much more in common than we do in difference. And it makes sense for us to align our strategic visions and moving forward together. Like, at the end of the day, we are brothers, we are cousins, we are family.
Exactly.
It's not different people. No, it's us. It's just different shades. And
This
colors.
has nothing to do with Arabs.
Like
we're
of
all
different flavors.
Arabs.
Yeah,
We're all Arabs,
like
period.
especially the Gulf. Like,
But the Gulf, Gulf of families.
Gulf is we just come in different flavors.
We're all embedded with each other.
Mm.
You will find us all over the whole region. So there's a different love and connection between us and everybody else.
Bro, I was speaking to Saad's friend Majid yesterday,
Yes.
and he was kind of weirded out. He's like, Shamsi, he's originally the guy is Emirati, and he's like, Shamsi, you guys are in Emirat. What are you guys doing here? And I took the guy on a fucking wild goose chase. My guy. Literally, I spent half an hour. I was like, you want to know the story? Let me tell you the fucking story. And it blew his mind. He's like, yo, I didn't know that this happened. Even though I know the story, the history, the context of, the whole incident. But at the same time, it just proves that you have Saudi families in Bahrain. You have, Kuwaiti families in Saudi. You have Omani families in Qatar. Like, it's all across.
Bahrain and Sharqiya are almost one. Al-Hassa, Qatar is almost one.
Yeah. So, Bilax, it is a good thing. It is a good thing for us to be on the same page in regards to our shared security threats.
Those are the key words.
Yeah.
Shared security threats.
And at the same time, like the whole integration that's going on with the railway, customs union, if I'm not mistaken, as well. But the progress is there. You can't see the progress.
The next 10 years is going to be ridiculous. Turks, thank you for being here.
Appreciate the political lesson right here.
Thank you for joining us. We have
Thank
Turks
you
on the show.
for being around today.
Turks, how was your weekend? Fuck this. Let's do this, Turks.
It was all right.
What did you do on your weekend?
You
You were there for the whole week.
I know,
my guy.
but I'm asking you, my guy. How was your weekend?
Trying to remember. What did we do on Thursday?
That's a good question. What did we do on Thursday?
Yeah.
What did
We
do on
went to
Thursday?
the. Did we? No, wait.
No, we were
No.
here.
No.
No, that was Wednesday.
That
No,
was
we were
Wednesday.
here. We were here. And then we went to Personage. Yes, we went to
We went to
Personage.
Personage.
Personage,
Yeah.
Happy birthday to
right.
Personage. There we go. Thanks for bringing that back.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Personage. Shout out to Personage. That was an amazing get together. That was an amazing event.
Yes.
Met a lot of cool people. Shout out to our homie Abby Ali.
out
Abdullah the model.
Yes, Abdullah.
You have been christened Abdullah the model.
Yes,
now.
Abdullah the model.
We shall call you Abdullah the
Yes,
model.
that model.
Yes.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Yes.
You know Abdullah? Which Abdullah? The model.
My name is the model. Abdullah the model.
That's gonna be his name from now on.
Yeah.
I don't care how he feels.
He's the only one there.
Yeah, shout out to him. Amazing. We saw him 2 days in a row. That was a lot.
And also a random person who recognized us and said hello to us. Thank you for being there
Who?
when we were shopping. There was somebody there.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that
Yes.
that came up and said hello. We appreciate y'all.
We ended up picking up our own stuffs.
Yes, we
Yes.
all bought some shits.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Dima. Shout out to Dima. Great fucking work on
True.
person.
Honestly,
True.
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, amazing
Respect.
person. I look forward for all of us to work together some more, and hopefully we can all get rid of Shamsi. I mean, just a thought. Food
So
for
it was
thought.
a great weekend. It was a
so I forgot. Yeah, there's a Friday. I forgot.
Yeah.
So Turks, how's your Friday?
Friday was nice.
What'd you do on Friday, Turks?
Friday we had the Halloween 20-person get together. That was a nice one. We're
See,
like,
I love when my boys are on point.
Yeah. Muraja, man.
You got the keynotes down there?
Yeah,
All
don't
right,
worry,
good.
it's all written down.
Good.
It's all
All right,
written
all right.
down.
Turks came, all dressed up and dolled up.
Look, if we're gonna, okay, I know a lot of you do not know what the hell's going on, so I'm sorry for a second, but there was a costume party. It's a Halloween party at the end of the day.
Mhm.
So if you had to give out, I can't say that word. Best people's
Best people.
Best costume. Who would you give out best costume?
best costume.
I mean, you would be in the.
No, hold on. No. Best costume. Who played it? Who played the fucking
Oh,
role?
no. Okay,
Ned.
no. Yeah. I'm
Yes.
not gonna.
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
compete with
Yes.
that.
Shout
I
out
can't
Ned
compete-
Lover.
I can't compete
Yo,
with that.
shout
Yeah.
out, honestly, Ned.
Yeah, he came as Squid Game 456 and got the briefcase and got the money. He got
Yo,
everything.
He put out fucking clues
Yes.
all around the spot,
Yeah.
and he was like, people are gonna come up to me and ask me, "Are you 456? Okay, can we play the game now?" And then he started playing the game. He opens up the fucking suitcase, and people would fucking stop and
Yes.
watch.
All 19 people
Yeah.
will stop there and watch
Yeah, so
all the time.
it was
And the
honestly-
same 19 people will be from different areas who will still stop and watch.
and it was a trip.
Do you know why they're 19? Because he's 20.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Yes.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yes.
Maths.
Maths.
Shout out to honestly to everybody who was there.
Yeah, definitely,
It was
definitely.
a good time. It was a great time.
Speaking of galag,
Oh yeah. حبة انتبه لو سمحت.
because it's not mine.
Yeah.
So Turks, look, I'm very angry that look, I'm gonna start with this.
Mm.
First, shout out to Galag for this amazing sneaker.
Mhm.
If you guys did not check out the TG1, the old one, y'all got problems. And he came out with a triple black. And Turks, lucky enough, got first dibs on it.
Lucky
Mhm.
mofo.
I for tomorrow's event, I really wish I had this. I wish this was at person so I could go pick it up.
Sucks to be you, my guy.
I know, but this
Talk about
is
representing.
fucking fire. Look, I know you guys can see this very well. I know. It's black.
You're not
screen
supposed to.
behind me. Whatever. Just go to Galag, and you'll see it over there, man. Bro,
So nice, so
everything-
clean, honestly.
Everything about this, bro. This is the most beautiful triple black that I've seen in my fucking life,
Right?
I would agree, honestly.
bro. Everything about the suede. But it's dirty, right?
I mean, I can see your finger right there.
No, I'm cleaning it up for you right now.
Hang on.
See, I cleaned it up. Look at this. What's the name?
Look at you
The
being so
vinyl
helpful.
leather. Bro, everything about this.
Different materials.
My
all-
guy, I forgot to tell you. Sultan was here a few minutes ago. I just forgot to tell him. This is amazing, my guy. This is
It
amazing
really is.
fucking
It
work.
really is.
I remember when I saw it on his feet, I was sizing him up. He's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to see him.
I just need
You
to
might
know
get robbed. You might get robbed."
How wide your toes are.
Yes,
Just need to
exactly.
Make sure.
Couldn't rob him though. Couldn't rob him.
him.
He's just such a nice guy.
Lips it after.
Amazing guy.
Man, I'm-
Nah, Habib, relax.
I'm still
Yeah.
looking at it. I'm like, I can't
Bro,
justify
you-
wearing it. It's so clean.
You're gonna
I
start seeing
can't-
creases on them tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Ah.
Galag asked us. He's like, when he saw mine, he was like, "Why don't you wear it yet?" And he's like, "I love it when when people wear it and it's scuffed. It
And
gives a
start
character."
getting
Which
creases.
I agree with him. I just have the same problem that Turks has. I
Nah.
don't have the heart to actually wear it.
Once I got them, literally, once I took them out the box, I'm like, you know what? I'm putting it back in the box. I
It's
can't.
so beautiful.
I can't. It's
Well, not for long.
Look, you want me to tell you the trick? I'll tell you the trick.
Yeah.
If I get a shoe that I like, I buy 2 of them.
okay. I ain't got
One's a
that
spare.
kind of money, but thank you. Yeah, I'll try.
One's a spare.
Turks.
What?
Turks.
Like you actually
What?
have a,
you got that money.
you actually have a spare shoe.
Yes. I got like 3 or 4 of the same white shoe.
Okay, I know people who do that with Air Force Ones. Like they always go and buy like Air Force Ones every couple of years.
No, the full white Air Force ones.
Yeah,
Talking
like he
about-
changes it every 2
Yeah,
years.
but that one
Yeah,
is
that's,
consistently there.
Exactly.
I like the 1.0 creams from Ultra Boost. I like the 2.0s, the reflective triple whites. I love all those.
Okay.
And I got a collection of them.
Bro.
And the thing is, the one I'm wearing right now is dirty as fuck. I'm
Yeah,
feeling
it's
bad
fine.
about opening the next one, even though like I know I have like 3 of them left.
خلاص, like this is still usable. ليست مستهلكة not yet.
Man, I love sneakers, but my sneakers is a budget.
Bro, I've stopped myself from buying sneakers. Like I've tried so hard in the past 6 months to stop.
Look, I buy if I'm really, really intrigued. If I see something that's like a little bit different, not but like a little bit different. But
it's
I got like 100 sneakers
it's
that
an
I haven't
addiction.
worn
I
yet.
understand it's an addiction.
Yeah, like I didn't go through these,
Like where do you keep these boxes, bro?
bro. You see them upstairs.
All of the boxes?
No, some there, some else.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you secrets.
Yeah.
It's not in this house. It's in a vault somewhere.
I'm just saying, like
It's in a warehouse.
it's like literally stacks.
في الخرج.
I'm imagining the stacks.
Get to الخرج. After مراعي خد يمين. There's an old man wearing.
عند علبة البيبسي.
Do your brothers take your shoes?
No.
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 See, you don't have that problem.
Oh, okay.
I
You
got
like
2
that?
younger brothers that keep asking me, like, "Yo, you got any extra sneakers there?" You
Bro,
you need some.
that's the benefit of having big feet. Nobody can take my shit.
بالعافية عليك until your big feet.
We're literally the same
Yeah.
size, me and you.
Go try to find some shoes.
Actually, you're 11 and a half, aren't you?
I'm 46, 45, 46.
I'm in US. Oh, for some, so we're
11
12,
and a
me and
half.
you. I'm 12. I don't know if it's 11 and a half.
So we can.
You're 11,
we
right?
can trade
Yeah, yeah.
shoes.
I'm not trading shoes with you for shit, my guy. Hell no.
No.
I didn't give you nothing.
Like,
Look at him trying.
see, I'm nice enough to never. I'm nice enough to never have asked to not be rejected.
I'm gonna let it dust. son.
That's when you know your limits. Like, okay, this is an automatic rejection.
I have a good, like, I think 6 Yeezys that I've never worn.
and some of them are fucking like one of the first drops.
I'm sure that I have like 2 Belugas. I know there's one up there. I'm
Yeah,
sure I
that's
have another one
That's
somewhere.
what I'm saying. So one of the first drops.
مين بلوغ؟
واحد كان يبيع بطاطس.
Hey, sounds like it.
جمع علبة البيبسي.
البيبسي اللي بعد المراعي على اليمين.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay.
That's exactly where he was.
Fair enough.
It's the first Yeezy, I don't know, 2.0s, whatever the fuck you
Yeah,
wanna call it.
drop.
Yeah, the Yeezy 350s.
350s?
Yeah.
Okay. The first ones look different?
Was the zebra?
Yes.
Was it zebra?
No, it was the Belugas first.
Which one was that?
The one with the orange stripe.
Oh, okay. It was the OGs.
Yeah,
The
Okay.
OG Yeezys.
that's when the 350 came out. Supply.
Supply.
بالعافية.
Enjoy the shoes, Turks.
Thanks.
Enjoy
the
Appreciate
shoes,
it.
Turks.
Appreciate it.
Who else is making great shoes in Saudi? It's a good question I never really asked. In terms of, look, I don't want to discuss fashion right now because we have something that we're invited to tomorrow.
Yeah, so,
So,
not
yeah.
now.
Yeah, no, like I want to keep that so in case like
We shall find those great shoemakers.
In case we trash someone we might meet. It was just
No,
Okay.
that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, that happened
Yeah.
multiple times.
True.
And I'm
True.
perfectly fine with that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I look forward to it, to be
Yeah.
honest. You know, they get surprised when they see this energy.
Yeah.
But who else is actually paying that much attention to sneakerwear? I don't know any
I can't think of anybody.
other than Galag. I don't know anybody else.
You have a new goal, aspiring fashion designers? Give us shoes.
Good for you, Shams. Thank you for coming out today.
Yeah.
There's a drop tomorrow also. Codename and
The
it's today.
Crooked Guru.
Crooked Girls. There we
Yeah,
go. Yeah, it's today or tomorrow?
The pop-up was today in Jeddah.
The pop-up was
But-
yesterday in Jeddah because people don't know what time it is.
Oh, true. The,
Yeah,
but
It is
yeah.
now the AM, Turks.
Yes.
I am recording early.
On Friday,
Yes.
on Saturday was the pop-up.
Yes.
On Sunday is the drop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which website?
Crooked Guru.
On
Their website.
Instagram.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have the direction. Crooked Guru on
but
Instagram.
just give us a couple of minutes just to get ours.
Exactly. Yeah.
first.
I know we need to get ours first.
Yeah.
Oh, listen, the drop is after tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's on Monday night, 6:45 p.m.
This is very accurate information.
Exactly.
Please.
You know, I'm gonna drop this episode I'm gonna drop it really late.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop this 3 a.m. in the morning on a Monday.
It's like it's tomorrow.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go
So
find
if
it.
you see this, go to Crooked Gurus.
Good luck
Instagram
finding it
page.
before we do.
If you guys can't find it, we will repost it. So shout out to
Definitely.
Crooked Guru and everybody's over there.
Shout out to Codename.
Shout out to Codename also. I love her fucking work, to be honest.
Yeah.
I fucking love her work.
Right.
Amazing work. You can yawn, my guy. You can yawn. I know it's 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
We're all exhausted. It's
Yeah.
literally 3 a.m. in the
I
morning.
know.
Mm.
I know. If this is a slow podcast,
It's a night time.
Exactly.
It's a night time now.
because we are recovering from an amazing 20 people get together.
Mhm.
Right word.
Yes,
It's
wearing
recovery.
costumes. 20
Yes.
people.
With the-
Wink, wink. Stop. Okay, my guy.
Anything
Okay,
else?
I
Hello?
see where this is
Hello?
going.
Anything else?
Yeah, I can see where this is going.
This is what happens when the train runs out of steam.
Exactly.
It stops.
Once you give me that, that Symbion, okay, it's over.
Yeah, like-
It's over.
I don't need to flip my eyes more now.
Nah,
right?
you're good. You're good. You're good, my guy.
Whoa.
What was that?
Law is an
It's a great weekend, guys.
It was a crazy weekend.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that came out.
Honestly.
Every single one of y'all. Thank you for rolling up on us. And okay, again, people who saw me on Friday, all 20 of y'all. Oh, I mean, all 19 of y'all because I was 20. And you got some roast from me. I came as a guy who was supposed to roast.
And you
True.
roasted.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
roasted.
Yes, I went wild.
Roast you did.
Yes. If I hurt your feelings, it was the character. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Adil's costume was an easy bake oven.
Yes, I was an easy maker. Yo,
wow.
yo,
Yeah,
why
don't
you,
stop, don't
yo,
stop, I'm sorry.
yo, where were you all episode, my guy?
I mean,
What the hell? Where were
I don't
you?
even want to explore that. Honestly.
Yo, if you told me this earlier, I would have came as an easy
Right,
bake oven. I
right.
swear to God. What are you supposed to be? Fuck your clothes.
Bro, there was a guy that was wearing a t-shirt that said Halloween costume. I'm like, you know what?
You know,
Job.
relax,
Well-
relax. No, relax,
Like, this is you trying at least.
relax.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, shout out to everybody who came up. Shout out to everybody that approached us. Sorry if I gave you ridiculous vibes. What am I saying ridiculous vibes?
Grief.
I didn't give nobody grief. I gave them some good, valuable lessons in life.
True.
And hate.
And
Constructive criticism.
yes,
And hate.
someone looked at me and was like, "Yo, what do you think of my costume?" Before he said "cop," I said "trash."
And you left him.
Exactly.
Hanging.
Don't care where it's going.
Yeah, no.
I spent 20 hours. Still trash.
Apologies to the elf.
Apologies to the elf. Apologies to the elf. I am sorry.
Yeah.
You should not be getting an F for being an elf.
Yeah. but,
Yes.
You know.
But shout out to everybody that came out. We appreciate everybody. We look forward to seeing y'all soon. We're gonna throw another Halloween bash next Halloween.
Mhm.
So we'll see you soon.
Very soon.
That'll be the next episode, I guess.
And now,
We'll
what,
see you in
and
a
now
year.
what do we do with the pumpkins?
Yes. By the way, I was passing by the movie theaters. They had a whole Halloween theme. There's little kids wearing like pumpkins and shit.
They had
What?
You walk.
They had little kids
Yes.
wearing
dressed
pumpkins.
up as pumpkins.
Yes, we just have a costume like little kids
Never
with
seen
their
somebody
families.
wear a pumpkin.
Okay, first off, the theater did not buy kids.
That's
and put them in costumes. I gotta be
Did they
specific
put
with
the
Turks.
pumpkins on their heads? Were the
No,
pumpkins around?
Yes, yes. It was a
I want to
costume.
be in that meeting where they went, you know what?
Pumpkins.
Let's find kids to buy.
Okay.
What's the rate on kids?
And that is our cue.
Okay.
That is-
We out.
Good night.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate y'all. Now time to go to sleep.
Peace.
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 Everybody's at work, by the way.
Tough.
Champs, what time is it right now?
Sorry.
Too late. It's
Too
too
late.
late. It's too late. Right?
Did we talk about the relationship between you and a
Peace.
chimpanzee? Okay, we are peace.
I'm getting off this fucking podcast.